Hello, good morning, welcome. My name is Felicia Austin and this is True Moon Tarot. If you're new to this channel, welcome. This is where we go over some different energies. We pick up on the energies. Sometimes I do a little bit of channeling and we just really see what messages our guides, spirit, ourselves, like what it is that we ourselves aren't seeing, hence the name True Moon. I know I haven't actually done a story about why the name is the way that it is, but if you are interested in that, I will make a video. It'll be short, simple, sweet, hopefully, because we all know none of my videos are short, simple, or sweet. Well, maybe sweet sometimes, but, yes, also, I am a Louder with Crowder fan. Sorry. Oh, for those of you who, do like to, hear unbiased information, he does have a promo code for you to watch it on the Blaze. The code is Fight Like Hell is what the code is. But you get 20, it's either 20% off or $20 off. I think it's $20 off. A year subscription that gives you access to all of the Blaze. Like, you can watch anything that's on there as long as you join through Mug Club. That's what I did. My year is up next year, and I've had it for about 2 years now. So yeah, it's great. Anyways, let's get into video. Like I said, we're gonna do just pick a few cards, see what we can pick out. There's a crane in my pond. I say my pond, it's not my pond, it's my neighbor's pond, but I mean it's right here, so you know. There's a crane just chilling. And you can probably hear our ducks, our chickens, and then my dog Nini is over there. Nina, did you go say hi? Did you go say hi, Nini? Did you go say hi? Come here. Come here, look. Look at mommy's phone. Look at mommy's phone. Look at mommy's phone. Did you say hi? Did you say hi? She's so confused. Anyways, so, take a few deep breaths, think of whatever it is that has been troubling you lately, whatever it is that, you might need a little bit of insight on, and we'll see what Father God, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and alike, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning and allowing me to connect with the collective every day. I want to thank you for all of the love, the healing, the sustenance, the abundance, the support, and everything you do for me and the collective on a daily basis. All of the love, the healing, the support, not just that you show ourselves, but that you show those that we care about. I want to thank you for all of the insights into our fears, our depths, our sacredness, the things that we keep and hide in the shadows. I want to thank you for the time that you allow us to truly become one with ourselves, so that way we truly become one with you in the end. I ask that you allow me to enter into the collective. I ask that you allow me to pick up all the messages that are in the highest and greatest good surrounding the material abundance, sustenance, support, love, relationships closest to them, and any and other messages that you deem worthy at this time, Lord, Father God, Holy Spirit, guardian angel. So while I was in the middle of my prayer, for some reason, I kept thinking about Sid, the sloth from Ice Age. So you know how he's like, I want to say naive and idiotic, but that's not really what he is, because if you truly remember watching the movies and you truly remember, there are some idiotic things that he does, but it ends up being beneficial for the group as a whole, right? So I feel like there's a few of you who kind of portray this naive, I don't want to say idiotic because I hate calling people idiotic, but that's how people perceive you. They perceive you as a naive, just gullible individual, and they expect you to really just mess everything up and to fuck everything up. But really, when you have a good idea, it's a good idea, right? And you're able to express that, and you're able to um, help the group or help your team or whatever it is that you're doing. You do end up helping, and you end up bringing good, fresh, childlike ideas, and that's because you are connected to that half of you, or you are connected to that part of you, right? So really, there's a emphasis on changing the way that you view yourself. There's an emphasis on the way that the world views you. This is a whole fresh restart here. Yeah, this is a restart. This is the new beginning of what it is that you truly want, what it is that you truly desire, what it is that what it is that you expect to have and to gather and to collect on this world that we're on, right? Your perceptions of these things are going to change. The way that you view what is most important in the world is going to change. I don't see any like drastically negative things that are coming out of it, but it's almost like you're going into this I don't want to call it a cycle, because we're not really in a new cycle. It's more of like you're in a... Okay, so think of it like the Earth and the solar system, right? So our solar system as a whole is moving through the universe, right? It's constantly in this perpetual state of motion, right? Well, we, ourselves, go around our sun, right? I can't make it, we'll do it this way. We go around our sun, right? But that sun spins within the Milky Way. And then the Milky Way is what goes around the universe. So you've got all these things that are constantly in motion, right? Think of it like that. You've got all these different cycles, all of these different rotations, moving at different speeds, all of these different objects doing their own thing, but going as a whole, right? Think of it like you are changing the way that you are the Earth, right? Like, let's say you're changing the way that the Earth views its rotation, okay? You're gonna say, okay, instead of me just moving around the sun, why can't I move around the sun and move around the Milky Way? Because I'm already doing both, so why can't I consciously think about doing both, right? That's what it is that I'm talking about. You're going from this one thing of thinking, okay, this is the way my life is, this is what I do, to, oh, this is the way my life is, this is the way things happen to work around me, this is what I'm going to do, right? You change the way you view it. When you come out of this beginning, this new change in perception, when you come out of this, that's when things are going to start picking up for you. You're gonna have a sense of, I don't want to say greatness, but of abundance, of stability, of social climbing for some of you. For some of you, it's going to come in the form of maybe like you've been working on like some kind of stay-at-home type career venture like Mary Kay or New Skin or what other ones are there? Avon, you do stuff like that. Things are going to start picking up for you. You're going to get more interested in the things that you sell. You're going to have more clientele. You're going to have more people just coming to you in general. Now we also here have the Magician card. So yeah, so somebody's going to maybe be a mentor for you. Maybe you guys are going to maybe be a mentor for somebody else. But by changing your view of the world around you and how you view yourself and how you view your actions within your world, that's what's going to lead you to this teacher. That's what's going to lead you to this new stage of your life. Now, there are some fears here. We have the devil at the bottom of the deck. I will say this, though, and that's funny because I was just getting ready to mention the fact that we have 3 wands. The Magician card is number 1, and we also have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ace of Wands. So that's 3, 3, 3, or it would be 1, 1, 1, which is 3. And then we have the Devil card, which is temptation, right? So as far as your temptations are concerned, it's not necessarily just temptation or just fear or just the darker aspects of your shadow. It's more of like the little whispers that you hear in the back of your head, or you know, let's say you bought yourself this new top and you decide to rock it to the store even though it's way too fancy or whatever, right? And you decide to just go to the store because you're gonna wear it. You're walking, you're in there, you're feeling yourself, everything's great, but then all of a sudden you just get this feeling and you happen to just kind of like glance around while you're looking for your groceries and stuff, and there happens to be some lady who's looking at you and she's giving you some side eyes and everything, and that's what changes your perception of yourself. That was what makes you go from, oh, I'm so confident, to, oh, I'm feeling myself, I'm loving this, I am the baddest bee in the whole world, I'm a queen, whatever, right? That's gonna go from that to, oh, maybe I shouldn't have worn this. Maybe I shouldn't have bought it. Maybe it just doesn't suit me. I can't wear these clothes. I never have anywhere else to go. Why did I spend this money on this? No. You spent that money on that because you thought it looked cute and you wanted to feel cute. Guess what? You look cute. Freaking, that lady can fuck off, right? But that's where this whole new cycle, this whole new shift is going to come in for you. It's going to go from you giving all of that love and all of that support and all of the positivity to other people and the people that you love and the people that you care about, because don't get me wrong, that is you, that is in your heart, you love, that is what part of your love language is. You love taking care of people, right? But you're going to go from giving all of that love and time and effort to somebody else, you're going to go and give it to yourself. Because first and foremost, you're the one that needs that, not those other people. If you can't truly love yourself and love yourself as a whole, how can you love somebody else, right? I do say that quite often. If y'all will excuse me, I'm going to hit pause real quick, and we are going to go and get my stuff out of the oven, and I will be right back. I'm just gonna shuffle. I make weird faces. Sorry about that. Like I was saying, we're gonna shuffle and let's get some clarifiers. Let's do some clarifiers for the Ace of Pentacles and the Wand card. However, for some of you, I do think this is a message. When I separated it, we have the Hermit card and the Five of Swords card. So with the Hermit card and the Five of Swords card, I feel like this is a moment for you where somebody in your life maybe is being very kind of cold. They kind of turned their shoulder to you. You know, they're not really being there. They're not really being intimate, and this is causing you to feel like you kind of need to maybe take a step back, or you need to reevaluate the situation. And I feel like if it's you, you have to choose between whether or not going inward with yourself and truly figuring out the root of the problem to running away, or to, you know, kind of just ignoring it and pushing that issue, the problem down. So we're going to get some clarifiers, please, Spirit, for the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so like I had said before, remember that this really isn't a cycle per se. This is more of like a refresh or a new beginning, right? So think of it like when you're in school, right? You have, the easiest way I can think of is your mathematics classes, okay? So you have your regular math that you take, you know, from first grade to, or well, I guess technically kindergarten to about 5th grade, right? And then you start, I'd say about 4th grade. 4th grade, I think, was when we started learning our multiples, our multiplication and division. So You go from regular math, just addition and subtraction, to multiplication and division, to algebra, to geometry, to pre-cal and trig, to then geometry 2 or algebra 2 or whatever, right? So you've got algebra 1, algebra 2, geometry 1, geometry 2, pre-calc and trigonometry. Then you have trigonometry and calculus. But there's something before that, right? So think of it like that, right? You've already done the initial beginning cycle, right? Now you're on the second half. Now you're on the second path. Now you're spinning through time, just waiting. When I was doing this, all of a sudden I just pictured, you know, the opening theme of Doctor Who, where it's the TARDIS, and the TARDIS is just like going through the universe, and you just see it, and it's just spinning, and it's just like that. That's what I saw in my head. But anyways, just probably means nothing. Just, you know, me being me, like I'm doing right now. I'm babbling. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you guys resonate with any of this that I'm saying. We have, so as far as clarifiers go, we have the Strength, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles, which I find interesting because we had Ace and Ace, right? And now we have a Page and a Page. Obviously, if you're thinking about this as far as like just how cards connect, right? We have a Page of Pentacles as the clarifiers for the Ace of Pentacles, which also connects to the Queen of Pentacles, because that was where I said this was the ending, right? This was the end. When I originally first pulled your cards, was the Queen of Pentacles. And that's expanding. That's, you know, going, evolving. And now we have the Page of Cups, which could be related to the Page of Wands as far as emotions and creativity, inspiration, manifestation, because really your manifestation and your intentions are all based off solely on what you feel, your emotions, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you hold things, right? And then we have the Strength card here. So as Nene, you distracted mommy. When you go from the Ace of Pentacles, that initial first change in your perception, the way that you're, you know, this new beginning in your finances, so to speak, this new abundance that's coming to you, I feel like there's some emphasis, especially because the actual card, the illustration on the card, I feel like there's some kind of emphasis on you saving, but not just saving money. It's almost like the balance between you saving your money and the balance between saving your time, right? Just because you have a job that you love, Nene, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just because you have a job that you love doesn't mean that you need to put anything else aside, right? That doesn't mean that you have to do that job 24/7 just because you like that job. That's not, our lives have become a series of really just indentured servitude. And I hate to put it like that, especially with the climate that everything else is in, and people don't really want to see that, but that's what our lives have become. Regardless, whatever political party you affiliate yourself with, and I'm not just talking about here in the United States, I'm talking about in general in the world, you know, fascism, communism, socialism, capitalism, right? I'm not just talking about what we see every day here in our country. I'm talking about all over the world. We are born we enjoy school and we enjoy our lives and we live in that little childlike state for as long as we can till it's time to have a job. And then the moment you can have a job, wherever you live, the moment you have a job, your sole purpose is to work that job, to provide for your family, to provide a life for yourself, so that way things get paid and things get taken care of. And we all know that there are just that top percent that take advantage of that system. So we live in a perpetual state of indentured servitude, and a lot of people don't want to see that. So I feel like there's some sort of emphasis on not just saving your money, but saving your time, saving your mental health, right? Finding this balance between working a job that you like, or even just working a job in general, to taking care of yourself. And that is why I believe the Page of Cups and the Strength card also came out. Because when you, right, okay, me completely being a perfect example of this, okay? I clean beer lines. That is my job. I take a cleaner, I hook it up to my tank, I take a cleaner, I put some cleaner in that tank, then I put some water in that tank, then I unhook the kegs, then I put the kegs on that tank, run the cleaner through it, unhook it, take the faucets apart, clean the faucets, clean the inside of the shank, which is where the faucet's attached to, then I put everything back together, hook the beer back up, run the beer back out, run the beer through so I can get the excess cleaner out of the line, and then I am done, right? That is my job. It is a very easy job. It is not hard, which is why I love it, okay? I love it solely for the fact that when I began the job, when I originally got the job and I originally started the job, it was a set schedule. 8 in the morning is the moment my time clock starts till the time we get home after our route. That was the end of it. Usually it was about 3, sometimes, depending on what route we had. Sometimes we get done at noon, right? Awesome. Love it. Absolutely love it. However, the company started growing. We started getting more accounts. We started getting more lines. We started having people quit because of the whole climate around here, and they just didn't want to do this job anymore. They didn't think that it was beneficial for them, right? Or they got butthurt because somebody else got a promotion and they didn't. People. 1, that made it harder on us. 2, it made it harder on our boss, who then also made it harder on us, okay? Because there's only so much trust your boss has with you, right? Especially when you are in an area and you work the area and you are in charge of the area. Not me particularly, but my coworker, my boss, which she has this whole area that we live in. She is the area manager. She knows what she's doing, but he micromanages her. Things change. She's okay with it because it's our area. She lives here. He finds out about it. He gets upset because nobody talked to him about the change. But guess what? He doesn't live here. That's what I'm talking about. I love my job, but that is stressful. It irritates me. It drives me up the freaking wall. But I don't say anything to him about it because 1, it's not my place. I'm not the area manager. And 2, what's the point? It would just take more mental capacity from me to express the way that I feel about said thing when it's not going to change anyways, right? I express what I feel to my boss, who happens to also be my friend, who also happens to be the girl that I work with 3 days out of the week, because guess what? I only work 3 days out of the week. Maybe 4. Maybe. Depends on, what routes we have and stuff. But anyways, I have found that balance. That's what works for me. The balance between what I do at work and what I do when I'm not at work. Like, also, I have a balance. When I am home and the route is done, or I am off and it is the weekend, do not call me, do not text me, unless it is a serious emergency, like somebody's CO2 exploded, or, I say exploded, but let's say the regulator broke, or, they had a beer line pop off of the clamp, or, they've got a CO2 leak somewhere. We can fix all of those things. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. But don't just put it on me. You know what I mean? Don't just be respectful about it. That's what I'm saying. I have found that balance. Don't call me, don't text me unless it is an emergency when I am not working. And if it is an emergency, preferably wait till at least 10 o'clock. Okay? let me wake up. That's a respectful thing, right? We have that. My boss knows that. My coworker knows that. My boss's boss knows that. As much as he hates it, he knows it. So that's what I'm talking about. You need to have this sort of balance. You need to have this understanding. Is that I think that's a motorcycle. Anyways, you have to have this understanding within yourself, about what you can and cannot handle, what you can and cannot, or what you do and don't want to handle, right? What you do and don't want, what your dreams are, what your aspirations are, how you handle things, right? So I feel like there's that emphasis of maintaining a balance, truly figuring out who you were, right? We talked about that at the beginning. Once that tower moment hits you, which is also kind of why you need to have that. And we have the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which speaks to decisions, directions, choices that need to be made, two different paths, two different perspectives, right? I've never heard my chicken make that noise before. It sounded like a honk. Like a... Anyways, let's... Give me clarifier for the tower. I don't need my cards fall like that because they fall underneath my porch. Okay, so I just immediately started, At Last My Love Is Gone, that song. At last my love has come along. Yeah, that's how it goes. But anyways, that song. And I keep looking at the Magician card, so I feel like it's something that you have manifested, something that you had wished for, something that you know deep down is what you want, right? It's something that for as long as you can remember, it was something that you truly wanted. And it's coming to you, whether that's a family, that's a career, that's a realization. Trying to remember, that one is... Now is not the time to be manifesting. In this tower moment, this is going to be a time for relaxation. You've already done all of your work. You've already done, you've done all the work, really. There's nothing else that you can do in order to help bring about whatever it is that's coming to you, there's nothing that you can do to make it come faster. There's nothing that you can do to stop it, to slow it down, right? That it's gonna happen, and you can't control that, right? But this tower moment that is coming to you is a time of reflection. It's a time of relaxation. It's a time for you to go inside, no longer manifest, no longer think about the things that you had wanted to manifest or have, been thinking about. It's not time for that anymore. It's truly time. This tower moment is going to show you, and it's going to help provide you that moment of relaxation, that moment of peace, of time stopping, so you can just be, right? Let's do... This has turned out to be a very long video, so I apologize, everybody. If this resonates with you, leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know, if you've got any questions for readings or any suggestions that you guys would like me to do, go for it. Just speak up, y'all. Like, I see people watch my videos on my, like my little, tracker studio, YouTube studio thing. I see that people watch them, and I see that people, like, interact with them and do these things, but, like, nobody asks questions. And, like, I feel like Because I want to make sure that I give you something that, not just that you need, but something that you want, right? I want to help you, and the only way for me to help you is for you to also tell me what you need, right? Like I can only do so much. As far as last minute, as far as, well, yeah, I guess, last minute messages from Spirit or things that Spirit wants you to know, there's some form of commitment. Maybe it's something that you had already promised, something that you had already done. I feel like this is something that happened before you came in this carnation, right? Before your soul came down to your physical body that you're in right now, right? Like before you came who you are, there was some sort of commitment, some sort of contract between you and God, you and Spirit, that kind of brought you up, right? That kind of helped to solidify what it is that this purpose and what it is, and helped make you who you are today, right? This is something that happened before you came here, but you're slowly remembering what that is. There is also a message here of stop being in your head, stop overthinking things, stop worrying so much. Your guides and Spirit want you to know that you're protected, you're safe, you're loved. You've got not just them around you, but your ancestors are around you. It bothers me that my hair is uneven. It's just the way that I braided it. But anyways, it bothers me that really? It's not just your guides or Spirit or your angels or your guardians that are around you. Your ancestors are also around you, and they're around you because they know who you are, right? They've all met you before. They've all been in your company before. They all know you, right? You're their friend, you're their mom, you're their lover, right? You're everything to them. Whoever you are to them, they know you and they're here. Also, like I said, don't worry too much. Don't be in your head all that much. You are truly capable of everything. You are truly capable of more than you even realize, and they want you to see that for yourself. They want you to be that for yourself. I think for some of you, it would be beneficial for you to go and remember what that contract is, to go and remember what that reason for you incarnating in this time period, right, is for you to go and figure out what that reason is, for you to go and remember why you are here, remember your purpose, remember there's something specific that you need to remember. There's some sort of, I keep feeling like it's a message, like it's something that is extremely important that will help you on your journey in this life. And it's something that you're going to have to go and truly seek for yourself. I'm not going to be able to tell you what that is. However, I will say this. I also feel like that speaks to me. So I will go and do some meditating and see what I can figure out. I've been working on cleaning my hair. I've been working on like making my hair healthier and stuff, and so I did like an olive oil mask. And I wish you guys could feel it, how soft it is. Does it look oily? Let me know what you guys think. But I will say this is the best my waves have ever been after braiding my hair. Because I guess it's just because they normally are just so dry. Like, this actually looks really pretty. Anyways, I could continue to go because this is my second half of the video because I had to stop it and go make some more coffee earlier and take care of the stuff that I had in the oven. And yeah, it totally happened. You know what? No, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna make this a long video. Maybe splice it up into 2. I'm just kidding. We're gonna end this one. We're gonna start a new one. Anyways, love you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And yeah, that's it.